The Georgia Partnership uses Kids Count data extensively. Our mission is to inform and influence Georgia leaders. So we do that through some of our publications, but our publications lean heavily on Kids Count data. One, for example, is our top 10 issues to watch. We had some of these on the back table and they're on our website, but 3 of these, just for example, early learning, our work must continue. Grave disparities in student achievement. 5 Georgias, connecting education and the community. These lean heavily on the kind of data that you've heard presented already. Another way we talk to Georgia leaders is through our economics of education. The slides and this publication is also on our website. We go across Georgia talking to groups about how they can inform and influence their leaders. We talk about how education has an impact on workforce, and we also know that that builds in a strong economy. We discuss the entire education pipeline, not just the debilitating impact on students who don't have a strong early start, but on the specific dollar value, the impact on the economy. We break that down by region for the lack of a high school completion, the resulting loss of revenue, and the increased cost of social services. But during this tough economic time, we know there are not enough human or financial resources to address all the challenges we have with education and health issues. So this is not the time to create a lot of new programs, but it is the time to create some new partnerships. We know that some of these key milestones can help us with the benchmarks, starting with Kids Count data, healthy mothers and healthy babies, literacy by 3rd grade, numeracy or math skills by 8th grade, high school completion, then on to something else, either directly into the workforce, the challenging workforce, you saw the unemployment figures a few minutes ago, but on to college or some other education. Kids Count data helps us to assess where we are on some of these important metrics. We need to assess where we are as a community or as a county, determine our strengths and weaknesses, and then search for some of these strategic partners to help us continually improve. Certainly, Georgia Family Connection Partnership is a leader in this kind of work. But there's some other examples. The new Georgia Children's Health Alliance is focused on 3 of these metrics, low birth weight, obesity, and child abuse and neglect. And this new alliance will be looking for partners as they get traction with their new work. Another example could be Rotary clubs. They're very focused on that 3rd grade literacy. These business leaders understand the importance of role models and for coaching in our schools. We need to leverage these partnerships and improve the success of our students. But we must be strategic. We must align our partnerships with county and local school strategic plans, much as the Family Connection Partnership does in their work across the state, pulling community plans together so that they make sense and not a waste of effort. We cannot become another random act. If Georgia is to move out of this bottom group of 10 states, we must make sure our partnerships are sustainable, and we must look at the results of our efforts. We do not have time not to be making a difference and not making progress. Kids Count data is an important assessment. It's a real important tool for our strategic planning. We know that statewide student information system could make the Kids Count data even more powerful. We also know that in spite of the fact that over half of our counties have a majority of their families that have been living in poverty for decades, that persistent poverty challenge. We know that having a quality teacher in front of those kids can help them overcome the challenges that they have at home. But right now in Georgia, it's really difficult to increase our graduation rate, which is in the 40+ range, if our children are still struggling also in that 40+ range. By using good Kids Count data to assess our strengths and weaknesses, showing us where to focus on our efforts, and by creating new strategic partners to align and further strengthen our efforts, hopefully when we come back in 5 years for the 25th celebration of Kids Count data, we might see some real progress. Thank you.